All right, we got a little doozy here, number 2 from 3-7. What makes it difficult is that the area is being expressed as a variable, okay? But we can do this. So we've got a rectangle. And what do we know about this? Well, we know that the area is 3a. And they want to find the length and the width that minimizes the perimeter. So, what do we know? Well, we know that the perimeter is 2L plus 2W, and we're trying to minimize that. And that the area is length times width. So, what I want to do is I want to optimize this equation. And so in order to do that, I have to solve for either the length or the width. Well, our area is 3A. And so to solve it for L, I could divide each side by W. And you get L is 3A over W. Okay? So now I can make this perimeter equation 2L. All right, well, 2 times 3A over W plus 2W. Okay, so the perimeter is 6A over W plus 2W. Or we could call that, because we're going to take the derivative of this with respect to W. So we'll call this 6A, come on, times W to the negative first, plus 2 times W. Now we can take the derivative. And if we take the derivative, we can find the critical points. So P prime. Okay, so how do I take the derivative? Well, that's negative 1 times 6A, because remember, 6A is just a constant, times W to the negative 2. That's the derivative of this, plus 2. 2 is the derivative of this. Okay, all right, so how do I find the relative minimum or the relative maximum? I have to set the derivative equal to 0. So that's 0 equals, I'm going to rewrite this term as negative 6A. This thing is just negative 6A, and then over W squared plus 2. Okay? And now I'm going to solve that. So you get, let's add 6A over W squared to both sides. So you get 6A over W squared equals 2. Multiply both sides by W squared. Remember, we're solving this thing for W. Divide by 2. And then square root both sides, and you get W is plus or minus radical 3A. Now, we don't need the minus because this is a geometry question, and we won't have any negative values for our A. So we get that W is radical 3A. Well, then, I'm running out of space, but if I tested this, that would be a relative minimum. Now, they need L too. So what's L? L is 3A over W. So L is 3A over radical 3A. And if you multiply that by radical 3A over radical 3A, you end up getting 3A radical 3A over 3A, which, look at that, that's also 3A. So that's kind of a tricky question. If you did it with numbers, you guys would probably all be fine with it. So then you get W and L are both 3A. That is the minimum perimeter. And let's check it. And boom, there you go. Hope that helps.